YouTube, what's up? Got the Yz250 motor all torn apart. Uh, Cases are split. Transmission's out. Um, you know, yes, I know I did it again. I had to kind of redo it. Because I did when I first tried to start it, it had very low compression, and it had a bad pickup coil for the stator, or pulsar coil, whatever you call them. And what happened is if you guys all know what the symptoms are of that, you cannot get your bike to start if you try to kick it, but if you go to try to pull it with a tractor or something, and the bike will turn over and it will fire right up and run great, but it won't get spark at low RPMs, so that's usually what a sign of a bad pickup coil is. Anyways, so I'm not to worry about that. One other problem, the major problem is, I mean, I might actually just get a new stator, maybe a little easier, and just get an old used stator. It'll probably be around the same price, maybe. Um, anyways, one other problem is my cylinder was really bad, and I showed you in the previous video on how bad that cylinder was. So here's the cylinder, and as you can see, it actually doesn't look bad inside there, but it's really worn out and uneven. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we're almost 1 degree over, one side's over. And so, what I did was, instead of getting it re-sleeved and stuff, or I don't know if you could really bore these on it, but there's steel and stuff, but I guess you can, because this one was, so was that one, but instead of just getting it re-sleeved, because that's probably what I would have had to do, because the bottom is really damaged on it. It's really worn out to the point where you wouldn't have been able to bore that unless you went over like 60 over or something like that. So I probably would have taken it to the shop, and they would have probably recommended me putting in a new sleeve altogether. So what I just did is I went out and I found this one on eBay. Paid 90 bucks for it, which is, I've heard people have gotten them for 60, but this one is in nice shape. Definitely looks a lot cleaner than the old one. In fact, actually, when I looked at it first, I thought it was a brand new cylinder. Inside, just redone. I measured it. It's exactly 69 millimeters, which is going to be a 40 over piston, which I'll have to buy. And I measured it with that top and bottom, exactly 69 millimeters on both sides. It came out of a running bike, and if you take a look, it looks like there's scratches in it. They are not scratches, they're just scuff marks. I cannot feel those at all, and it said that on the eBay description. You can't feel those scratches, they're just like scuff marks. And it looks like it was just recently honed. I would have to go out and buy a flex hone for this. The ones with the beads, they actually look kind of like this here. This one's actually kind of used heavily, but I'd have to go out and buy one that would fit this one. So, but I'm not going to bother with all that, because this cylinder looks like it was just recently honed, and it feels good in here. It's not like a glaze as on that one. That feels good. You can feel it feels smooth, but it's not like slippery. This is like slippery. So that means that there's no glaze in there, and I can actually put in a new piston and reseat that. So I'm gonna get a Yz250 kit, $135, and gives me the gasket kit and stuff. I don't know where I found it. I found an eBay listing for that too, and that's for the older bikes. This is an '86. So one other thing I had is where the bike would actually sit in, where the power valves would sit in. This one, my power valve was kind of worn out and had play on it. So we're going to try, this one actually is perfect here. This one doesn't really show wear like this one does. This one, it's kind of rounded off around here where this lip is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my power valve. It actually goes in this way, but And we're gonna actually wiggle that back and forth, and there's like virtually no play when I stick it in here, but when I stick it in here, I could probably pretty much move that back and forth. Probably can't really see that well with the camera. But I never had any problems with the power valve. The guy who owned it before said, nah, there was nothing wrong with anything there. So we're gonna put this power valve back in. Less play, it's even better, you know. So that's all it's going for there. Even has a drain plug in there already. And I got the caps and stuff for the edge there. Oh yeah, so this cylinder is, I guess I can put this up on eBay, but it's gonna need a re-sleeve, so that'll sell for cheap. You know, who knows, maybe I may just keep it, and maybe one day when I actually do get because I tell you what, $99, you cost that much just for the sleeves. It costs over $100 just for the sleeves, so if I were to get to put a new sleeve in here, and this bore was in good shape, it wasn't perfect, but it was good shape, and if I were to get a brand new, if I were to get take it in and get a brand new sleeve put in and stuff, it's gonna cost. I mean, you can't just do that at home. You have to take it in, and then they have to put it in, and it would have cost a fortune to get a new sleeve pressed in. So I wasn't gonna even go there. Anyways, let's look at some bottom end internals parts. Crank, good shape. Hair side to side play, but up and down, it's good. No play up and down, which is one priority. You never have play up and down. Doesn't look like it's any twisted or anything, so that's good. Nope. Looks straight to me. To the eye, anyhow, it's straight. Bearings actually feel good, so I may actually not replace these, because these actually feel really good, like these are new bearings. But the seals are going to get replaced. And new stator. I was going to replace the bearings, but I guess I didn't. Sleeves, clutch is brand new, so I won't go there. Definitely need a clutch cover gasket, because it's like ripped right here. And I don't need it to leak. So, and I'm going to go with a better case bond this time, because before it freaking leaked all over the place. Case bond, it leaked oil inside the crankcase. So there was oil in here, and this trans oil, so. And I had the bike running, well, barely. It was like a fire up, and they kept teasing me through the field and stuff. It didn't have enough compression. It was like 80 pounds, so yeah, that makes sense. So we're gonna get this bike running. There's the bike right now. What I am gonna do is my pressure washer don't work right now, but it does, but the handle's busted on it. But I was working on a few pressure washers for my friend's dad, and one thing we did say about I lost my thought. Anyways, his pump had a crack in it. I got the engine running good and stuff, but we didn't notice the crack in the pump. Must have froze. So really, he can't resell the pump, which is pressure washer. What he's gonna do probably. So I asked him if I could have his handle for like a couple bucks or something. He said, yeah, sure, for like $10, which is good because replacement handles for a pressure washer are like 40. This is a little electric one, so that's a fine price to pay. Just anything, I really don't care just to get it going. It's the same guy with this tiller and shit that's in here. But yeah, it definitely needs a pressure wash before I put the motor back in. Fenders are gonna need to get repainted. I repainted this here and stuff and exposed the one and stuff, and that wasn't it. But I'm gonna repaint everything again, and I'll just replace anything like that with a decal. I'm gonna get Yamaha